All right, y'all. You know what time it is. It is 7 o'clock on a Tuesday, and I am none other than Brian Forbes. This is Inside Stepping. And of course, you know what that means. We are inside the game. We are here to bring to you all the information and the things that you need to know about how this thing goes, what you're supposed to know, what you need to know. And we oftentimes say things that other people are thinking. That's our job. So I want y'all to hang out with me tonight because tonight, y'all, is going to be a very interesting show because for a couple of reasons. One, we're bringing back Miss Roxy McKinney for the second time so that she can discuss the future where stepping is concerned with her and Chicago. And I don't know how many of y'all checked it out, but this week, my man Snoopy King had a bit of a rant, if you will, on social media where he discussed some things that were obviously disturbing him in the dance, and he spoke very vocally about it. So we're going to have him on tonight to talk about what he thinks or how he felt when he wrote that and what his intentions were. Because it did say in his note that he was looking for a solution. So we're going to talk about it tonight. So y'all get ready for that. In the meantime, let me tell everyone look, thank y'all for coming through, hanging out, kicking it with your boy. Happy Valentine's Day to all y'all, even the fellas, because sometimes y'all we get ignored. We don't get, we don't get the love we should get. Some of you ladies don't take care of us well.
Yo,
Anyway, happy Valentine's Day to y'all. And for those of you who don't know, it's either Happy Valentine's Day or Singles Awareness Day. I'm not sure which one you want to call it, but tomorrow, of course, being February 15th, it is Side Piece Day. So get ready for that, ladies and gentlemen who are, you know who you are. Anyway, so okay, y'all, y'all know I love to talk, and of course, I'm gonna do that. However, I want you to be aware that today I had a dentist appointment, and man, you talking about woo wee, it's so baby. I had a cleaning today, and I didn't know this, but they do one half of your mouth uh, first, and then they do the other half. Well, man, I'm tell you what, my right side of my mouth, Jack. So if y'all catch me drooling, just don't pay me no attention. I'm coming up off this anesthesia. What do they call it? The stuff to make your mouth numb. You know what I'm talking about. So anyway, thanks everybody for coming in. And so, right here, with no further ado, let me introduce my first guest, the woman y'all know and love, Miss Footwork herself, Miss Roxy McKinney. Hey, Roxy, how you doing, baby?
hey Brian, how you doing?
Man, I am great, and I am happy to see you once again.
Uh-oh, what's happening
Always,
to your sound?
huh? Nothing. What happened? What happened?
It was like you was moving your lips and wasn't nothing coming out for a
Oh,
second.
well, that happens sometimes. Sometimes that happens. uh, how you doing today, baby?
I'm fine. I'm doing fine. I'm
Happy,
blessed.
happy Valentine's
But
Day.
well, thank
I
you.
hope you
Same
got a
to
big old
you.
bouquet of roses and a big old box of chocolates. No pressure. I ain't put no pressure on nobody over there. Let me.
I got it. I
All right,
got
that's
it.
what's up. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. Roxy,
Hey, I wanted to
go
say
ahead,
something
baby.
right quick before
Please
you start your show.
go ahead.
Can I send out my condolences
Yes, please.
to Jock Saunders and his family? He just recently lost his son.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much for that. And let us also, send condolences. It's unfortunate. Lately here, we've been suffering a little tragedy around this community,
Yes.
including yourself, and my condolences to you and all. Um, it's been a bit much.
Yeah.
I was hoping that we were going to get further into this year before we saw so many things happen. But yeah, you're absolutely correct, and I do believe if y'all check on Pete Frazier's page, they were doing a crowdfunding situation for Jock to make sure that his son is taken care of. So y'all feel free to go on over there and contribute to that if you have the opportunity. Okay, you got anything else, Roxy? You wanna
No, that was
anything
it.
else? You good? Okay. Um,
Good.
how you doing, baby?
I'm okay. One day at a time.
All right. Okay. Okay.
It's
Well, I'm
still
glad.
hard.
Yeah.
But
Well, I understand. I can't personally imagine, what it's like to lose one of your children, and I have no words other than, my heart is with you. You know what I mean? Um,
mhm.
so moving, and it's hard to segue from such somber moments, but moving into, and matter of fact, you know what? No, it's not. Roxy, let me ask you: have recent events given you the drive to move in some different directions?
Yes,
Hmm.
yes, it
Okay,
has.
so
So
I'm saying that
I'm
to
saying
say,
that.
and I'm bringing this to the attention of what is that, Roxy? Is that a phone ringing?
That's your phone. I don't know how to turn it off.
No, 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 don't touch it. Don't touch it. Let it ring. Let it ring. That's, that phone is
They
ringing.
really want you.
Okay. Um,
There we
let me add this. With that said, um, I want to, you ladies and gentlemen that are on the show, that are watching, my audience, all you wonderful people out there, let me go ahead and give Roxy the opportunity. Roxy, I want you to put it out there to the people. What you got coming up next? You and I have discussed it, and I'm looking forward to it. Um, tell everybody what you got going on.
Okay, so I'm starting classes. It's footwork classes. So
All right, ladies.
it's gonna be private lessons.
Mm-hmm.
They can inbox me for all the information. I'm gonna have a maybe like a 6 month class or less. It
Mm-hmm.
all depends on how they progress.
Okay.
And I'm gonna charge $15 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
They can come as much as they wanna, however they feel they wanna come, once a week, twice a week, 7 days a week. It don't
That's
matter.
now you be careful what you ask for, Roxy, cause baby, let me tell you, that's a whole lot of dedication right there on your part.
Hey,
You ready for
I'm ready for it.
them? Okay.
It's something I should have been did.
And I was about to get to that, Roxy. You and I had discussed this on a prior occasion, and I have been an advocate for the elder generation, or as my man Reggie Miles would say on Conversations, the lost generation. I have been an advocate for the elder members of the Steppers community to make a presence that is unmatched because of the fact that not only do you all have the wisdom and experience of the dance, but you've been doing it for so long that the education that you have in the dance should be passed along to the younger generations and help to add clarity to what um, has often been lost. Some of the things that we all should know about this dance, in my opinion, have been lost in translation. And I hope, I'm sure, that you're going to help to set that record straight.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
First
So
of all,
go ahead.
they like when you say they lost a lot of stuff, they have lost the meaning of stepping.
Mm.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that the new generation is not stepping, but
Mm-hmm.
when we came up, Brian, it was about creating your own styles.
Man,
You know,
absolutely.
and that's what that's my goal. I want to teach basically the women.
Mm-hmm.
Because how y'all men are. Y'all too
No,
proud
how
to
are we?
take classes or whatever, especially being taught by a woman.
Mm-hmm.
But they lost the feet work, they lost the fun, they lost the creativity.
Mm.
Now they just all look alike.
Mm. Well, I have to admit that there is validity to your statements. And speaking for myself, it's strange to me And I have to sometimes check myself because I feel like even I have to some degree conformed to where we are now. And I understand because I guess my understanding has evolved to where I realize that we have to make sort of like adjustments for one another. Like we have to make room for the younger, and the younger have to make room for us in that since there's so many things have changed in the dance over the last probably about 20 years, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
um, the system that has been taught to people is what is now recognized as stepping. Although people like yourself and me and a few others, well, not a few others, a lot of others would say that that is not actually um, what we're seeing today. But nonetheless, it is what we have now, and we either have to work within the confines of that or not dance. That would be my guess. What are your
Right.
thoughts about the marriage of the two?
Well, I agree with you on that. I mean, it's nothing wrong with learning their style, you
Hmm.
know, because like I say, it's basically a lot of turns, but it's also turns that we did back in our days.
Hmm.
You know, they creating like a what you want to call it, what's that dance the white people do?
You mean like what's salsa or ballroom?
Salsa.
Okay.
Salsa. Yeah, and that's what it remind me of when I see them dance.
Hmm. So, um, I'm really interested in knowing what. Well, here's one thing. I think it's a fantastic idea that you are going to instruct ladies on footwork. I think footwork is something that has been lost in the dance, but
Hmm.
I kind of want to go back to something that you said a few minutes ago. Let's talk about the individuality, and I want you to tell me if you agree or disagree with what I'm about to say.
Okay.
When we were coming up in the dance, the thing that made everybody gravitate toward one dancer or another was because of their individual style. And I want to make a statement that says when we watch the people who compete in the contests across the country now, world's largest Texas Heat and the other smaller contests across the country, the reason these people are competitive and put on a great show is because of their individual style and their lack of looking like everybody else. Now, what do you think about that?
Well, their generation,
Hmm.
they used to that their generation.
Okay.
So now that's what they looking for. They looking for like a dancing with the stars kind of thing.
Ooh, Reggie Miles would
You,
applaud
you
you
know
for
what I'm
that one.
saying? It's not. I still say it's not. It's not. They not stepping.
Hmm.
Even the men, you know, they'll do a couple of moves, basic moves,
Hmm.
and they'll spin the lady off 70 or 80 times to keep her from doing what she want to do.
Hmm.
If she know how to do it.
Hmm.
A lot of men don't want the women dancing better than them.
Mm.
But back then we didn't have all that. The women dance just as good as the men.
Well, I'll tell you, and I'm sure you have the curriculum that you're going to teach or the way that you're going to instruct the dance. But I being honest, what I would love to see is women being taught um, how to not only be led but also control their own dance to the degree where the men don't have the opportunity to pretend like they're the ones who made the mistake. I've seen that happen too
Exactly.
many times. I see guys, oh, you supposed to be over here, or you missed a turn, or no. Last time I checked, fellas, y'all was the ones leading the dance. I'm just
You
saying.
remember last time you had me on there,
Uh huh.
and I was telling you about the lady at the club that was in the restroom. She was upset because the guy told her, "You missed your turn.
Yeah.
I mean, you missed your count."
Mm-hmm.
I told her, I said, you need to go back out there and tell him, no, you didn't miss it. He missed it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
A good leader, I can dance with him with my eyes closed and don't miss a beat.
Absolutely. So,
And they not teaching that. They not teaching that.
well, it's been said that you can't teach what you don't know, and there are a lot of people who are instructing these days that. And this again goes back, I
Mhm.
guess, to what I said about some of the things being lost in translation. There are a lot of things that are not being taught, and it's almost like going into the dark ages of stepping. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too critical. I don't know. Um, I'm going to get into in a little while here. So this week, my man Snoopy King, Chicago resident, very popular individual, instructor, world's largest competitor, put out a post where he discussed some of the things that he finds wrong in the dance community. And he makes it clear in his statement that he is also still a student, as we all should remain. Some people think that they're so far so much of an expert that they don't need to know anything, which I think lends toward the reason why we have so few men these days. But
Mhm.
Roxy, I want you to talk about, because there's a part in here where he says that the ladies should be more honest with the men. And we're going to talk more in depth about this later on in the show when we get Snoopy on the line. But give our audience some idea of what it was like during the period when not only did we have fun at the dances, but the ladies were choosy about who they decided they wanted to dance with and for what reasons.
We chose the best dancers.
Mm-hmm.
If you couldn't dance, we didn't dance with you.
You wasn't getting no
It was
love.
just it was just that simple. And then if we thought if okay, say a newcomer coming in, we heard, oh, he can dance, and he grabbed one of us and want to dance, and he go to doing something, you know,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't stepping. Should we leave him standing up there?
Mm-hmm.
It was that simple, and go on to the next one. I mean, and it wasn't nobody getting mad, and wasn't nobody embarrassed,
Mm-hmm.
none of that. It's just how we did it back then.
I think that's one of the
And
things now about the dance that is somewhat annoying, even to me. The fact that everybody takes everything so personally now in the dance, and
ooh, and serious.
nobody is having fun anymore. Like it's some sort of competition. Is it
Yeah.
just me? It ain't just me. Okay.
No, it's not just you.
I'm just checking. Yeah.
They take it so serious. They took all the fun out of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a contest when you go out to a regular party and you step. It's
Mm-hmm.
not a contest. You get out there and you have fun. Let go.
Right. Absolutely. And unfortunately, we have, I don't, I just sometimes I wonder what um, is really on the minds of some individuals, when it comes to this. And I think we exported the dance, but we forgot to add everything in the package. We forgot to add the fun part and the the well, I think we have a pretty good close knit sort of community to some degree. We got a lot of stuff that goes on, but for the most part, I would love to see people enjoy themselves more at these sets and just really have a good time. I watched parts of some footage from Florida this weekend. My
Mhm.
man Dominique and his wonderful wife Tiffany down there in Florida had their set this weekend, and that was the Steppentine weekend, Power and Love of Valentine Affair, and it looked like they had a great time. And I think one of those things is, while I love the big sets, I think some of these smaller events tend to have a more of an intimacy that allows people to just have more fun with each other. What do you think in that
Mhm.
in that doing for that idea? Do you like bigger sets or smaller sets?
I like smaller sets.
Mm-hmm. Roxy, you gonna be doing any
I like
traveling this
all the
year?
sets.
You gonna
Have I done?
Are you gonna be doing any this year? Yeah, a lot of sets going on across the country. You gonna come out?
If, if God willing.
Well, you do realize now you get ready to start teaching footwork. You know, people gonna be calling for you now because a lot of these ladies want that footwork real bad.
And like I say, if God willing, I'm gonna get there.
How they say, got to get a people what they want. You ready to give it to
Yeah.
them?
Uh-huh. hmm I'm available. If not, I'm gonna make myself available.
There you go. Dennis Moore said we party like rock stars in Jacksonville. Karen Love Lyle says she has tons of fun when she attends sets, but she is choosy about which set she goes to. She prefers smaller sets.
hmm
We got Felicia with CSI. She says it's all about live in Jacksonville. Okay, apparently Jacksonville was off the chain like I thought it was, so that's a beautiful thing. Uh,
Wish I could have been there.
yeah, that well, he it's funny too because I wanted to go. I was supposed to go, but we got and shouts out to Las Vegas. We're gonna be out there with the BBWN, stepping out of Africa into Las Vegas this weekend coming. And ladies and gentlemen, we will be broadcasting live all weekend long. You will get to witness the very first national Steppers DJ competition on Friday. I will be there broadcasting that live. We'll be keeping a close eye on the up and coming DJs on that event. And of course, we're gonna be covering the rest of the event, and it's gonna be really nice. So we're looking forward to that. That's this coming weekend. So y'all make sure you got your YouTube apps on your televisions. Don't rely on your phone. Don't look on your iPad. Put it on your TV. And if you're at the crib during the weekend and you're sitting there, you got your snacks and your beverages, and you're sitting there on your couch and you want to watch some stepping, you want to join the set, flip on your TV, go to Inside Stepping, hit that subscribe button, hit that, hit the link, make sure you're ready, and we're going to bring it to you right there on your living room couch. Can't beat that.
Okay,
That's
I'm gonna
Inside
show
Stepping
set
for
my
you, y'all.
TV
Go ahead, Roxy.
up. I would set my TV up.
Yeah, we're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time, y'all. We're
Mhm.
almost ready. We're going to bring Snoopy in because he got, I want to, and I'm saving a lot of my questions because I got some. Um, here come the producer lady. What question?
Hey, Roxy.
Hey, darling. Happy Valentine's Day.
You too, my Scorpio sister.
No, okay.
Okay. So, is this mic on?
No, hold on. I'll turn that one on for you.
And it's another lady that just typed a question
Go
in
ahead.
also. Okay. So, what are your favorite songs to get down on? That's part one. And then two, what do you think about the music from back in the day and now?
My favorite song would be something by James Brown.
I know, those are my
JB.
favorites.
When I want to act a fool. And um the music today, I mean, it's cool, ain't no, it's not much difference.
Okay.
You
So
know,
you don't have
you,
a
you
problem stepping off a rap?
rap. It all depends on
She
which
said
rap it
rap.
is.
If it's got
Rap.
that little beat, I say gangster beat, but I don't know the proper terminology. I'm not into music, but it's that certain vibe that kind of has the JB sound. I know you probably like that.
Oh yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I like to dance off of that. Cause you know how I end up dancing off of it because when it starts off like the JBs.
Right, right.
All right, we're going.
But once I get up there, you got to stay up there when you get up there.
Okay, and
But
then
I like it. Yeah.
another thing, I didn't know you and Casper were in a contest before. I seen a
Yeah.
video. I guess it was at '94.
93 or 94. I
Okay,
think it's
yeah, I didn't know that
93.
it was exciting.
As a matter of fact, since we are discussing, talking about your dance, I'm gonna put this up here. I'm gonna put this clip we used yesterday to announce that you were coming on the show, and just let the people, for those of you who have not seen Roxy McKinney do her thing, let me give y'all a little taste right quick. A little taste. How James Brown said, I'm gonna get a little taste. We're gonna put a little taste.
Wait a minute, I want to say this. We're coming and we bringing some ladies with us, so I know we're gonna definitely call you when we get there.
Oh yeah, you
Okay.
know we got to hang out with Roxy
Okay.
last time we was home. Roxy and Susu, we kicked it real hard. And my man Scorpio, here we go, y'all. Let me get this. Oh come on now, why the doggone thing ain't playing? There you go. Oh shoot, wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me fix it. We got a little small issue here. It always happens right when I'm in the middle of
That's right.
something.
You can fix it, baby.
Oh, all the time. You know me. Come on now. Come on now. You know how I do. Okay. Let's get this up here. All right. Let me back that thing up right quick. Do it one more time. All right. Here we go, y'all. Boom. Roxy doing her thing, y'all. Let's get some sound on that. There we go. They'll be all right. Ooh, look at her go, boy. Yeah. Got that man taking
We
his coat
can't
off.
see it.
Huh?
Everybody else
Oh,
can.
every,
You
the
just
rest,
can't.
the rest
You're
of the
gonna have to
world
go back
can.
later and watch it.
Oh, okay.
I think this is when you was dancing with Scorpio. Is that Vision?
Okay.
I think this was
Yeah, that look
Vision.
like vision. That's vision.
This had to be on a Wednesday.
And then the funny thing is about this particular style of dance, you know, you have people that are new to the steppers community, and they are real quick to say, "Oh, that ain't stepping," because they don't know anything.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's talk about that. Let's talk about that a little bit. Go on and elaborate on what you say. You glad I brought it up. Talk to me.
Okay, I had posted, well, somebody had posted a video of me, Scorpio, and you know how we do the get down,
Right.
and all of us do our thing,
That's
right?
right.
And so some guy gonna post on Facebook, I step. That ain't no stepping. That's what do you call it? That look like some clowns.
Uh-huh. I've heard something like
I,
that
and
before too.
I text back. I say, how long you been stepping, and where you come from?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He replied something like he been stepping for 20 years, and he ain't never seen nothing like that before. That's putting on a clown show. I said,
Mm-hmm.
well, apparently you ain't been stepping long enough, and you ain't stepping now.
Well, see, and that's that, and you know what I think where the problem with a statement like that from someone is number one is disrespectful.
Yeah, very.
And I've been, lately here over the last, several years, I've heard a few disrespectful things said and some behaviors that I find very interesting. But what I find amazing about them is that the people who make these statements were taught by people who, number one, don't have the history. And when I say that, I mean not verbally, orally. I mean orally, mentally, or physically. They weren't there, and they give them these attitudes like they are the end all, be all, epitome of stepping when they don't even understand really what they're doing or why. And they forget that there was someone and something before them. So, yeah. It makes you wonder where these things come from.
Hmm.
I don't know, Roxy.
Look, I could do this. I could do this. Can you see me?
Uh huh.
It's, till I fall out.
Yeah.
I won't be stepping.
Yeah. There you go. Uh, Let me see if I can. I know what I'm gonna do. Roxy, I'm going to. Oh no, I know what to do. I'm gonna see if I can bring. I'm gonna bring Snoopy King in here and we're gonna have a real good talk. Give me 1 minute here. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on 1 second. Hmm.
Okay, while he's doing that, I'm gonna read. Reggie Miles said, "Just because they've been dancing 20 years doesn't mean they are qualified, and these instructors are not teaching the history."
Right on, Reggie. I couldn't have said it better.
And then a lot of people that have taken classes outside, well, a lot of people that have never that teach this dance, you'll be surprised, Roxy. They've never been to Chicago. They have parties and stuff,
Yeah.
and they never been to Chicago, so they have no clue when they see people
Yo,
doing the get down.
I'm
Mm.
gonna turn my music down.
Don't even know
Oh
what it
yeah.
is.
Okay, we get ready to flip the script here.
I see a lot of people come from out of town and they see us when we do the get down. They be so excited.
Yes, yes.
Yes, they do.
I agree with that, but you have some that be like, "What is that?"
I know him.
She said, "I know him."
Hey,
Stop playing.
Hold on. We
hey,
gonna get him in
hey,
here. One
hey,
second.
let me make a disclaimer real quick, Brian, if you don't mind.
Hold on.
Okay, all right,
Hold
all
on
right.
for me.
He's trying to get the screens
I
organized with all
gotta, I
three.
gotta make, I gotta get organized here. We
Hey,
getting it
Snoop.
together.
What's up, Poppy?
We
Hey,
got.
I'm in
Roxy.
incognito.
What's up, Snoop?
Hold on, y'all. Audience, bear with me while we get this thing together here. We gonna make it do what it do, y'all.
Yes, Riri, I agree. They need to come to the Mecca. It's just weird. You dance 10, 15, 16 years. They've never been in Chicago. And then they teach you.
Yo, we
Mm-hmm.
gonna talk about that one.
All right.
So Snoop is in his class today.
Yeah.
We gonna talk about that one.
Look at it. You can't be still.
I can't. I can't.
He on 10.
All right. Okay, here we go, y'all. Let me move this thing over. All right. Everybody, we got, I got that. Let me take that out of there. I got my man Snoopy King in the building, y'all. Let me get rid of this.
Like Reggie said, it's technology. It's
Yeah,
okay.
Reggie Miles, you know what it is. You know how we do.
Cause somebody be on there talking crap. They can't even take
Man, look, you know we don't care.
talk.
I
Take the
can't
first
sit
step.
You know we
still.
do not care.
I'm moving like I got ants in my pants.
Hold on.
Susu said, "Hey, Roxy, what's up?"
Hey, how you doing?
Tony Anthony said it is mandatory for you to come to Chicago for stepping.
Dang, come on, baby.
Why is that on? I can't even get rid of it. I'm gonna get rid of it.
Go wrong. I'm right here.
Just hold on. I gotta locate it. All right. So anyway, look at here. My man Snoop, you in class right now, huh, homie?
Hey, I'm in class.
You over there
Yes,
doing the
sir.
thing.
Doing the thing, big time.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. So listen, man. We decided that we wanted to have you on today because you put out a post that, of course, we all found to be very, very interesting, and I want to talk about it, my man. Um, let me see. Oh, I see what happened. Hold on.
Yeah, I know he inspected Gadget. He got like 5,000
Yeah, I got a
computers
bunch
over
of
here.
stuff going on. Okay, there we go. All right. So,
Are you ready for me now?
yeah, we ready for you, man. We ready for you.
Hold
We
on.
ready to let you go on and do your thing.
First,
All right.
I like to say something. I'll say something first real quick.
Yes, go ahead.
All right, first I got to give it up to the queen of the house. What up, Poppy?
Poppy, see, she done ran out the room. So,
Okay, well, she done ran out the room, right? Next, I want to give it up to Roxy, right? So let me explain this to you, Roxy. Let me show you how things work, right? So
Okay.
I didn't find out that you was going to be on a live until 5 minutes to 7. Yesterday, I took a video of you dancing, not the video that you just did with Scorpio that Brian just posted, but I was going to put your video on my Facebook Live and show folks how they really get down, how they really do the old school, where it really came from. I swear I was going to put that video up, and guess what? I'm gonna put that video up tonight. Before tonight is over with, that video is gonna go live. All right, I'm putting
Okay.
it up. I'm just letting you know now, ahead of time.
I gotta what's your Facebook? Snoopy
Snoopy
King?
King,
Snoopy
Snoopy
King.
Okay.
King.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
send you a request.
All right. So, Snoop, thank you, man, for coming on. I appreciate you coming and hanging out with your boy, man. Look, we had a fantastic time with Faces of Houston and my girl Jody Nicholson down there in Houston a couple of weeks ago with Jody's quintessential event. You were the instructor for the weekend, man. And let me tell you, I'm gonna tell my audience, man. Listen, this dude got batteries in his back. You hear me? This dude, this dude,
Damn.
this dude right here got a non-stop do not quit attitude. If you ain't got it, he gonna get with you till you get it. The man is he puts in work. You heard me. I'm just saying, dance with everybody in the room too. So yeah, y'all need to have Snoopy at your event. Just know that. So Snoop, let me start by saying one of the things that I appreciate about the post that you put up yesterday. The first thing I appreciate is that you didn't just put a post up sort of like to just hear yourself rant. You put a post up in search of solutions and answers. That right there is critical to what we are all trying to do to further the dance and make things better. Because we could ask these rhetorical questions all day about, we could talk about all of the things that are bad and the things that we don't like. But the fact is we need to find ways to start implementing correction, trying to find ways to fix things. Roxy and I were discussing one of the things about how women move in this dance and to help them with their footwork so that, and to also make sure that they're not always just being spun 15,000 times. Now, your biggest question in your post on yesterday was, what's wrong with the men these days? I want you to elaborate a little further on what you mean when you ask that question.
Well, first of all, that post went kind of viral.
Yes,
right?
it did. Yes, sir. Sure did.
I didn't really mean it to that point, but I did have something I wanted to get off of my chest.
Speak into the phone a little more for me.
Okay, a lot of it happened. Can y'all hear me good? Y'all hear me good?
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, I'm sorry, turn it down a little bit more. So the thing of it is I wanted to make sure I went, and my biggest target is the men. What's really important about me about this whole dance is the men. And what I don't like seeing is the men belittling these women because they feel as if so that they got it and the women is always messing up.
Go.
When I was learning this dance, right, I learned up on Andre Blackwell. When I'm talking about I was special ed with 22 left feet, I just could not get it. You know what I'm saying? But I was introduced to the dance by Kelly Rockwell, a woman, because we'd go out dancing, and guess what? I wasn't up to speed to where she was at. I didn't have it. I wanted to dance with some of these fabulous women that knew how to step, and she basically came to me from the road like, dude, you don't know how to dance. You don't know how to step. I thought I knew what I was doing, but I didn't. So you know what? She led me to a party. She introduced me to Andre Blackwell, and then I tried to dance with 2-3 other women at that party. And at that point, them women will look at you and see that you ain't got it. And they'll probably give you a courtesy dance and stuff like that and the other. But if you ain't got it, then guess what? They ain't going to dance with you. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't going to get up there and make them look like no doggone fools. So it took for me to get in class, join classes and stuff like that. And I was still special ed about it. I still didn't have no clue about what I was doing, and then when I go out to parties, I used to go to 3Gs. I go to 3Gs, I see a woman just getting off the floor. I'll run up to her like, da-da-da-da. Want to dance? First thing she'll tell me is, oh man, my feet hurt. So I'm like, okay, so that don't mean it's a no. That means her feet hurt, maybe the next song. So by the time I feel like, okay, well, good, I got a chance on the next song. By the time I turn my back, she on the floor twisting and turning with somebody else already.
Man. So what you saying goes back to what Roxy said earlier. Them women, man, look, if you didn't have it, they wasn't going.
If you did not have it, bro, the women are not going.
Uh-uh.
It's a shame because just like I teach this dance, right? I've been teaching this dance. It wasn't because I wanted to teach the dance. I was forced to teach the dance, right? So when I was forced to teach the dance is because it's in my heart. It's a passion. It's a love. I got respect for all my elders. I got respect from where it came from. I travel all over the place and stuff like that and the other. So I can only teach them what I know. And so far, out of the history of the people that came from up under me, the system works. You know what I mean? It works. But now, lately, within this last new 4 or 5 year trend, ain't nobody having fun on the floor no more. You see people
No.
frowning up. Women frowned up because they don't want to dance with who they dancing with, but because they feel like they obligated to dance with them, they got to dance with them. And then you got men, instead of men being leaders in the dance, they more, why you messing up? It's your fault. You didn't do this. You didn't do that. First of all, there's a time and a place for everything.
Right.
The club, a set, is not the time and the place to try to give a woman constructive criticism. Same thing within the man. There's a time and a place for everything. When you out there, you got your good clothes on, you got that music playing, you trying to roll off of that vibe, you trying to enjoy yourself, you trying to have a good time.
Yep.
I love it when I make a woman smile. I tell a man in a minute, when you grab that woman, you got 15 seconds to put a smile on her face. If you ain't caught her within that first 15 to 20 seconds putting a smile on her face, you not doing your job. You're not doing your job. And the first thing a man will tell me is, oh, it's her fault. Bruh, last I checked is we the men. We the engineers of the dance.
Right. Too
So
much
you
pressure.
can't point
Too
fingers.
much pressure out there.
Yeah, you can't point fingers and saying it is their fault. It's their problem. It's this, it's that. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. So I have a lot. So like I've been teaching for a while now. And usually I have a class full of guys, right? I have a class full of them. Now the guys pretty much done fell off. So now that the guys done fell off, I got women that know the dance. Now the women want to learn how to lead because they want to continue that dance and they want to continue to have fun. The guys, they get to a certain point. I have a structure in my class. My class is an A through Z. It ain't no A, and I'm gonna jump you to Q or I'm gonna jump you to R because of this, that, and the other. No, it's an A through Z. My thing is, if you don't have the basic fundamentals of the dance, how can you dance with that woman?
Right.
You don't even know where she at. You don't even know how to turn the woman. But I have a lot of guys that come into class, they go through the basic fundamentals, and now they'll run and go shop around to other classes because they don't want the basic fundamentals. They want to spin the woman. They want to turn the woman. They want to do all this, but you don't have a clue on what footing that woman is on. You could hurt that woman if you turn her the wrong way. You could, I mean, you can tear rotator cuffs up on these women.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what you're doing.
And you don't look, and you don't even know their medical condition when you're dancing with them.
You don't know the medical condition, you know? So my thing is just like I threw a birthday party last Monday, right? So it's like I got my whole class of women that I've been teaching. All of them on one side of the floor. You got everybody else all on this other side of the floor. So what did I do? Nothing personal. I stopped the music. And I said, guess what? We have a lot of talented men. We got a lot of talented women in here that knows how to dance. Do me a favor. Stop dancing with the regular people that you already know all the time.
Yeah.
Go over there and go grab a woman that you don't know. Grab a man that you don't know. Men, get up there and go grab a woman that you always looking at on the sideline and want to dance with, but you never have an opportunity to. And you know what? When I did that, that was about the best thing ever because guess what? All my students, they enjoyed themselves. All the women were smiling. They had a good time because now they have men asking them to dance. Stop dancing with that same woman that you danced with 20 songs with.
Right.
Go find somebody else to have some fun.
Okay,
you
so
know what I mean?
so let me ask you this. I'm gonna ask you, Snoop, or better yet, Roxy. I want you to answer. I want you to answer this question for me first, and then Snoop, you do it. You talk to me next.
Okay.
We all are clear and have a across the board consensus that a lot of the problems that are taking place within the dance reside with the male side of the dance. Roxy, what do you think we can do as a community to promote men being more participating more and being more willing to learn the dance and work toward bringing more men into the dance. What do you have any ideas about that?
About what we need to do to get more of them into the dance or
Yes,
learning the dance.
both.
Well, first of all, a lot of men they have to put pride to the side.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's just like I was saying, like my classes. It's gonna probably be a lot of women because men don't, especially don't want to be taught by no woman. But you'll be surprised at things women can teach. You know,
Right.
they just have to put their pride to the side.
Right.
That's the main thing.
That's
They
interesting. So,
pride.
Snoop, what do you think about that?
Hey, do me a favor, y'all. Everybody get on the floor right there for me. Everybody get on the floor right there for me. I'm about to show y'all something.
Show us what you got,
Everybody
man.
get on the floor right there, right? Everybody get on the floor right there, right? So, like I said, if you look at the history of who I've taught or who've been through my class or whatever the case it may be, you will see the process work. The men have explored, been doing big things. They traveling all over now. They done won contests. Dallas is on the map now. The process works. But just like this past Saturday, I'm at the 50-yard line. I got a class of 20. And out of that class of 20, I got 3 guys. But I got 4 women learning how to lead. Men gets off the floor because they're not getting it faster than the women are getting it. So now they feeling as if their feelings are crushed. Their feelings are hurt. Dude, you have that same opportunity as that woman. Now is the time for class. Mess up. Screw up. It's my job to help you. I'm for the men. I love my women. Man, I love y'all. But guess what, though? I'm harder on my men because I want my men to achieve to be able to dance with that woman. I want him to. Look at this here. I'm going to show y'all something. Watch this. Look at this. Look at that. Can y'all see that?
Yep.
How many men is on the floor?
I see one.
You see one man and the rest ladies. Felicia, raise your hand. That's Felicia. She done been through the fundamentals. She done went through all the turns and spins. And now I got her leading the dance. You don't believe me? Felicia, grab somebody. No. Grab Samantha. No, come on, real quick. Right here. Right there. Get right there. Real quick. And this is because the women are getting bored. They want to be able to dance.
Yeah. I mean, it's a shame that that this is what it's coming to. But I mean, what do? We're gonna have to find a way. And I'm asking, and Snoopy, I want you to answer the question for me. What do we need to do to get more men where their minds are in the place where they need to be stronger leads, number one. Number two, learn to dance and bring more people into the dance.
Let me tell you something. I get with a lot of the men, right? Thank you, Felicia. I get with a lot of the men, right?
Right.
So I done gave them free lessons. I done gave them the whole black book out of my pocket. I done gave them everything under the sun. But they still want to be wallflowers. They still want to be on the sideline. I get more men that saying that they can't. So like in my class, a cuss word is I can't. You can't say I can't in my class. You know what I mean? So can't to me is a cuss word. You can never tell me that you can't because I know the road that I came upon. Okay? I was special ed, well, I'm telling you, it was just me and the school bus driver. That's it. That's how short my school bus was, right? But at the same token, when I was learning, I went out watching the Scorpio, watching the Roxy, going to the club, sitting on the sideline, and I'll sit there. And then I go back to class, I'll learn, do a little bit more, I'll come out of it, but I was open to learning. And to this day, I'm still learning. You know what I mean? I've been teaching for 18 years now, but guess what though? Everybody is different, right?
Yeah.
So I try to create that environment that you feel welcome when you come to my class. There's nobody that can't say that you're not never welcome. You know what I mean? I make sure the men feel comfortable. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I was in class and when I was learning, I had to find that one instructor that I knew who could teach me something, and that was Andre Blackwell. I don't care how much he cussed me out. I don't care how much he dogged me out. I don't care how much he put me over to the side and wouldn't even help me with nothing because he had all the beautiful women in there. And he wanted to spin them and turn them and dip them and everything else. But I was determined to learn.
But now you do realize though now on what you just said. Now that has been identified as one of the problems with a lot of the classes is that you have some instructors that actually will have men come to them, but these instructors don't handle the men the way that they should in terms of teaching them to dance because there's so many women around. And then we end up with so many more women in the dance than we do men because the men are not getting anything from these classes.
I work my men more than the women. And I always tell the women, I love y'all, but at the end of the day, I'm on that man because I know how it is. I know how I felt trying to get into the game and nobody was on my side and push me. So I'm making my effort to be that much more attentive to my men. My class might be 2 hours, but guess what? We might not get off the floor 3-4 hours later, or whatever the case may be. Or if they have questions, they can call me. I'll send them videos. I do whatever I have to do to assure them that they're going to get. But some of the men that come to me, you're right. They come to me, they don't like going through the A through Z type process. They want to come through A through Z and they'll leave me and go somewhere else because somebody else showing them combinations.
Yeah.
First of all, how the hell are you going to do a combination and you don't even know how to get into that combination? So some of them same guys that I taught, I swear, I look at them now and I'm like, dang, you actually had a future ahead of you. Now you look like a bouncing fool on the floor. Because you didn't stick with the blueprint. Because you want to spin, you want to turn, you want to do all this. Or you want to chase the women. I don't play that in my class. What y'all do outside of my class, what y'all do. But in my class, it's class time only.
I think all of the instructors probably need to get together and come up with a formula to get all of the men together and try, and somebody needs to do a man's class, just straight up, no women. That way you're in a class, you're in an environment where there's no women to be embarrassed in front of, no women to be, to feel like you need to be doing something in front of, but actually learn to dance in a male dominant environment. And I think that would be, that's just my opinion, because you did say you look for solutions, and I think that as a solution, there needs to be a separation so that more men on a I don't want to say bonding level, but on a level of learning how to do this thing the right way can work together and help each other and not be distracted by the female element in the class. That's just my opinion.
So my mind is, are you reading my mind already?
I don't know, bro. Talk to me.
You read my mind? Let me show you something. I'm going to show you this on TV just to let you know that I ain't piggybacking off of nothing what you talking about.
Okay.
But I think you're trying to read my mind because I already started that. So let me show you this. And we ain't even talking about this. So look what I did. Look what we doing. I'm about to put it right here. Look what's on there.
Okay. 7 deadly venoms. All right. Now,
pick your poison.
There you go. So you got something set up.
I've already got something set up. We've already been in communication about this. We finna get together and put something together because it's not just happening in my class, it's happening not just in Chicago, it's happening everywhere. You know what I mean? So stepping started right here in the Mecca. I don't give a care what nobody say. This is home. Okay? So even when I go out of town.
Where is that again?
Chicago, baby. That's the Mecca. Okay. That's the Mecca. Home.
Roxy said, get it right now.
Home, the Mecca, Chicago. Okay. All right. Now, my biggest problem is just like when I'm traveling, right? I travel and I go state to state. Just like when we was in Houston. It's a guy, I ain't gonna go there right now. But just like me traveling, right? Me traveling going state to state. And some of these people that call themselves teachers and instructors have never been to the Windy City. How can you not come to the Windy City? and you consider yourself a stepper.
Facts.
Sorry, you're not a stepper
Facts.
until you
Oh,
come
I
to
saw
independent.
somebody call themselves the coldest stepper DJ in the city, and they ain't never been to Chicago in their life. I'm like, I don't know how you.
You
I
ain't
don't
never
know
been
how
to
that's
Chicago
possible.
a day
But
in your
okay,
life, but you
say
want to
so.
call yourself a proven stepper or a master stepper or something like that in the other. It's not happening. It's not
Hey,
happening.
look, and just cause you go there, still ain't gonna make you what you need to be. Kind of like, for
No.
some reason, people got a misconception about people that's from Chicago. Just cause you from there, still don't make you no stepper. Don't get it twisted.
Exactly.
And you know what? You know what part of the problem is, Brian Forbes?
Mm-hmm.
We got the world largest coming up in when? September?
Yep,
In September, right?
that's right.
We're gonna have beginners on the stage in September, and they're gonna have their own class by December.
Now, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Okay.
You're gonna be a beginner in a world largest steppers competition, but then you're gonna have a class by December.
I can't even argue with you because I've seen it happen. So I don't know what to
I'm
say.
just saying. Really? I'm just saying.
Well, but let me ask you this: do you think that here's the I guess there's a catch-22 here because ain't no stepping police, so we can't tell nobody what they can and can't do. On the other hand, these people need to understand
We got one more brother that just walked in.
not what they know, but what they don't know. Okay, and I think it's hard to tell people that they shouldn't be doing something, but then on the other hand, I mean, I don't know, man. It's such a it's off the rails, baby. That's all I know. And somewhere, I think we've lost the ability to sort of speak our mind at the same time. Like you can't tell somebody what to do, but then again, somebody need to pull that person's coat. Like, hey, what you doing? Like, really?
Right.
I have in the past.
How do we bridge that gap though?
And that's what I'm saying. I have in the past. I've pulled somebody's coattail. I have. They put a flyer together and say they want to teach stepping lessons in Chicago. No, the hell you ain't. No.
You gonna teach something, but stepping, I don't know. Not so much. But yeah,
right.
I don't know, bro.
So I have, and just as like I said, me myself personally, I was forced to teach. It was never about me trying to pay my rent. It ain't about me putting no gas in my car. It ain't about me trying to get the ladies. It wasn't about none of that. I teach from the heart. So versus I got 1 student, 10 students, 20 students, I don't give a goddamn care. You're gonna get the same student. That's it, that's all. And I'm gonna teach from the heart. Meaning if you make it past A and B, guess what? You're gonna refresh A and B, we're gonna move to C. Then we gonna move on. I'm not gonna hold you back. I'm not gonna milk your freaking pockets. I ain't on none of that type of stuff. I teach because I love this dance and I want to see this dance continue on and grow. Right. That's what I want to do.
Absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Roxy, give me some of your final thoughts before we go. Tell me what's on your mind. All of this you hearing. You from the old school. You from back in the day. Tell us what you think. Hey, Snoop.
Huh?
Look here, man. We gonna cut you short right here. Cause you got a hell of
Roxy got to say.
No, yeah, because this is going out to him.
Okay.
You said that they're gonna be beginners September and December, correct?
Right.
What if they don't know what they doing?
It's happening, Roxy. I see it all. I see it everywhere. I see it. They feel like, okay, let me go to Chicago and get on the stage as world largest. And even if I don't even freaking get noticed on the stage as the world largest, I get walked over in the world largest. A couple of months later, they're in their own hometown and started up stepping lessons.
Oh wow, we lost them.
We lost him. Oh, wait a minute. I'm gonna throw his phone out the window. all that buzzing he got going on.
But yeah, I wanted to tell him something else.
All right. Well, we're going we'll have him on. We'll have him back on another time, I guess. Uh,
But anyway,
Go ahead,
I
Roxy.
sure want to see it
Hold on.
because
Let me straighten this thing out right quick. I gotta, cause we got a big old mess going on here now. Hold on. Hold on here. Cause yeah, his telephone making a hell of a racket there.
that's because he had that music and stuff on
Uh-huh.
too.
Okay, wait a
But you
second.
know what?
Go ahead, I'm listening.
You know what, Brian? He's that comment. They're gonna step in September and teach by December. It probably is. That's probably where a lot of them instructors come from, cause they
Well,
don't know what the hell they doing.
no, I mean he has a valid point.
Yeah, very valid point.
I've
How you
seen.
gonna
Is
teach?
that me?
How you gonna teach something you don't know? You ain't doing it yourself. So how you gonna teach the next person?
Well, yeah. Until I
So
see.
is that being taught
Wait
the
a minute.
wrong way or the right? That's my question.
Yeah, I don't know, and it's coming when I talk. Huh? Y'all have to forgive me. We're having a technical, y'all.
We can hear you. What's going on?
Yeah, I got a hell of a buzzing sound.
Okay,
I don't know where it's
because we
coming
don't hear it.
from.
Say what you were saying again, Roxy.
Yeah. See, when
I
it's
was
coming.
saying that he said they're gonna teach in dance in September and teach in December. I said, well, maybe they are because they don't know what they're doing no way. And it's a lot of instructors. That's where a lot of them instructors come from. They think because they danced in the world's largest, they did a good thing. No, you can't dance. You still can't dance. So I wanted to know to those instructors, are you teaching them the right way or the wrong way? Or do you even know?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I don't know what there's so many things that take place around the community when these things are starting to happen. It's been happening actually. I don't understand, but I mean, we're in this place and step. That's about all I can say to that. I don't know what the hell is going on with my microphone right now, but it is causing me to drink. I don't know what happened here. You hear it? Okay. Anyway, Roxy, we're gonna get ready to, I guess, wind it up. Only because I'm having
Yeah.
some technical issues with it. Yeah, Roxy, I want you to also go back and read the comments throughout the evening, so that if there's any questions, especially about what you're doing with your classes, you can answer those for me.
Okay. I will.
Matter of fact, you know what? Hold on, let me do something right here. Switch mics and see if that matters. Is that better? Or am I still getting feedback? Wait a minute. Nope, it's still coming. I'm still getting it. I'm not sure what's going on here. We got something happening. Anyway, yeah. So Roxy, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this short, only because we're having apparently some real serious technical issues, and I'm not sure exactly what's going on. But whatever it is, I'll figure it out later. And in the meantime, and in between time, what, babe?
No, I want her to go back and read that wise cat. It was a long comment about a lady. I want her to answer when she gets a chance.
Okay. Um.
They said you sound much better now, brother.
Yeah, but it still ain't where it needs to be. So I'm y'all have to forgive me. I'm a little annoyed right now, but I can't get rid of that doggone sound. Anyway, Roxy, go back when you have the opportunity and read the comments and stuff, because there are people who have questions, and of course I want you to be able to put your information up there so that people have an opportunity to join your class and just come out and hang out with you.
Okay, I will do that. I'm gonna also put something up on Facebook when I get it together. I got to get my granddaughter to help me out on this thing. But it's gonna be a advertisement about the classes, the prices, contact information.
Okay. You need your
So,
you
but
need your
yeah,
technical help.
yeah, yeah.
Look like I need right now some technical help.
Uh-huh.
I'm having some issues over here. I ain't figured out what's going on. It just started right in the middle of the doggone show. But these things happen. Nonetheless, though, it was a fantastic opportunity for both of us to get an opportunity to talk about what's going on in the Steppers community, and a great chance for you to talk about your upcoming classes. And I'm looking forward to that. Make sure that you post that information.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be the first one I send it to
Platform.
before I post it.
Yeah, please do. We'll be looking forward to that. I want
Can't hear you at all now.
No. Okay. Wait a minute. No, I'm trying to understand why this microphone quit working. Can you hear me? No. Test.
Nothing.
I don't know what's going on. I really don't. I'm guessing I got a microphone taking a dump on me here. That's what it seems like. Well,
Okay,
that's what
Brian.
happens.
So I'm gonna get that information put out there by the end of this week, and like I said, I'm gonna send it to your way before I put it out there.
All right. Make sure you send it to me, and I'm gonna put it on Inside Stepping, and we'll get it out there.
Okay, and I'll
All
go
right.
on and answer the comments.
All right. Well, Roxy, thank you very much, baby. I want you to have yourself a wonderful Valentine, even though it's just about over. And I want to thank you for coming on, and we're looking forward to hearing from you in the future.
Oh, thank you, and thank you for having me
All right,
again,
baby.
Brian. Oh, it's a pleasure.
You have a good night.
You too.
All
Bye,
right.
puppy.
Bye, baby.
All right, y'all. Now, I'm guessing that must have been okay. It was that.
Yeah, somebody said Snoop was still on.
Yeah, it was clearly that. But I couldn't without ending the call. I couldn't get him out of there. So that was what the problem was. So anyway,
That's gonna hear you now.
test 1 2. Can y'all hear me on this microphone right here? Ain't that something? Well, leave it to these.
Demetri said Snoop is still on.
Yeah, they did. Listen, I appreciate y'all because y'all keep me up on what's happening. So, I appreciate everybody's assistance, y'all. Thank you so much. In the meantime, y'all, moving forward, we're going to be doing some things with Inside Stepping that's gonna try to enhance what we do and make things better for everybody across the board. Provide you with more information. That was a great interview, despite the sound and the audio that we were having, and that was obviously through the system and not my system. Thankfully, that means I don't have to buy no more equipment.
Thank you, Jesus.
What you trying to say? You don't want me to buy no more equipment? See how you are? You see how I get treated, y'all? Anyway.
We'll get Snoop's information, share it, and we're gonna share Roxy's information.
Yeah, y'all, we're gonna be putting that information out there for Snoop and for Roxy. Y'all, I don't know what it is exactly that we're supposed to do in this dance that we all love so much. There are so many little things, so many factors that play into this, so many subtleties and nuances, so many personalities. All we can try and do is continue to support each other, love on one another, and build on this community as much as possible. In the midst of that, for my fellas out there, well, matter of fact, not just for my fellas, ladies and guys, when you go to these classes and you're moving around in the Steppers community, encourage these men, encourage these fellas to come to these classes, encourage them to learn it the right way. People tend to pick favorites. They have favoritisms and things like that. And there's nothing wrong with liking who you like and liking what you like. But if you're going to do that, at least stick to it and get information, as much of it as you can, but get the right information. It's important to get the right information. It's important to understand the truth. You know, there are people out here that are unscrupulous, that are grifters, and as my man Rudy Dotton over there, Smooth Jazz Steppin', who he plays on Sundays, says, racketeers in our community. Let's try as hard as we can to look out for those people. I'm at the point, y'all, and I really don't want to do this, because what I refuse to do and what I said I would never do is use this microphone as a weapon. I will not weaponize this microphone despite the things that I see and the stuff that I don't like. The only thing that I can do is off doing that by saying, not names, but by giving you information where you have the opportunity to decide if what I'm saying is accurate or it fits a scenario that you lived through or are going through. You have the opportunity to say to yourself, okay, that's wrong. I don't want to go that route. And when you see these behaviors raise their head in particular individuals or people around the community, and you say, you know what, he's doing exactly what Brian Forbes said, and I don't want to be a part of that. I want to move on to something that's more positive. That is the choice that I offer by using this microphone. I am at the point where, yeah, I do want to name names. I really do. And, but it takes away there's a certain level of damage that gets done when you do stuff like that. So rather than point fingers, I need you all to pay very close attention to when I say things, because you have to use discernment. You have to use your ability to choose. You have to take good information and use it to your betterment. And trust and believe. Reggie Miles and myself agree on one thing. Sometimes the stuff that goes unsaid speaks louder than the things that we do say. Pay attention to that. When you don't hear us say something about something that's going on, or you don't see us appear in places where you would think that we should be, ask yourself why. And think about that. Long and hard. What?
No. Because I mean, like it was certain things that we want to go to, but just some logistically you can't do them, and we're human. I can't do 2 flights back to back, so you can't say that.
What the producer lady is trying to say, no, don't disregard what I said. What the producer lady is trying to say is that just because we don't show up at somebody's set doesn't mean that we don't like that individual. But there are instances where it is a deliberate non-mention, a deliberate non-appearance. Why do you keep? She over here growling at me, y'all, like a pit bull. She over here, she want me to shut up. I'm not gonna shut up. I'm not.
We know you're not.
I'm not gonna shut up.
Mrs. Forbes does not agree with everything that Mr. Forbes is saying. How about that?
The views and opinions of the guest of the Inside Stepping Show. No, look, this is my point, y'all.
The history is important.
We do as much as we can to convey messages without being rude, without being messy, if you will. But the truth is the truth, and we're going to live by that. Okay, so just know And feel free to ask. You can ask me if you see something going on, you think it's something crazy happening. My man David Calhoun, you found that funny as hell, huh? Look, if you think, feel free to ask us. We don't have no problem. I definitely don't have no problem speaking on what I gotta say. But again, sometimes it's necessary not to speak on some things, and sometimes it's necessary not to deal with certain people. Now, I've been accused.
When they go low.
All right, Michelle Obama. I've been accused of being a mean guy. I'm not mean. I'm a nice guy. Until I'm not. But that's usually because I have a reason not to be. I'm getting better, y'all. I'm a work in progress. That's about all I can tell you. So in the meantime, we're going to do our best to continue to convey information in the best way that we know how, and to continue to archive this dance and love on the people in it. Like Tony Adway say, I love y'all and ain't nothing you can do about it. Now I want to give a shout out to my other media brethren. My girl Lady Sings the News over there doing her thing in the ATL along with Tika. And you got my man Stretch out there in Vegas, who I will be with this weekend because we will be doing the Vegas thing. Y'all get ready for that. Stay tuned. Don't forget to have your TV set, your YouTube channels programmed onto your television so you can follow us through this weekend as we present to you the Beautiful Black Women's Network, Antonita, Lachey out there in Vegas, and out of Africa into Las Vegas, Steppers event. And the first annual national Steppers DJ competition that'll be going on. I'll be broadcasting all that live, so y'all get ready for that. I'm going to leave y'all with this. The best thing we can do is take the pressure off. Take the pressure off each other. We don't need to come into the sets putting pressure on one another. This is where we're supposed to relieve pressure, where we're supposed to come and relax and chill and have ourselves a good time and enjoy each other's company and fellowship and commune with one another in love. The only common ground that many of us actually have is the dance itself. Let's not mess that up, because there's nothing more beautiful to me than when I'm in a room full of my people and everybody is dressed really well and everybody is dancing and feeling good and having a great time, and you hear laughter and you see smiles and you see people enjoying themselves. Don't be the wet blanket in the room. Leave people alone. Instructors, or people who think they're instructors, don't instruct on the floor. Don't tell somebody they missed a turn. They didn't miss the turn. You missed giving the turn correctly. That's the fact. And it's so what? Who will know that a turn got missed other than you or the person that's dancing? Nobody else knows, and nobody else really cares if you really want to know the truth. Ain't nobody sitting on the side saying, oh, she missed a turn. Nobody gives a damn. Keep it to yourself, man. Real talk. Reggie Miles said those are marks. Absolutely, Reggie Miles. Nothing like a mark. If you don't know what a mark is, you need to go to Chicago and hang out for just a little while. And we'll give you a clear definition on what a mark is. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming and kicking it with your boy for the weekend. I'm sorry, for the weekend. I'm thinking about coming up weekend. For the night, I'm going to see y'all this weekend. Get ready. Inside Stepping live from Las Vegas. We're going to be doing the damn thing. I want to thank you all. I want everybody to have a final fantastic Valentine's Day. Don't y'all be making no babies tonight. Well, I take that back. Some of y'all want some babies, so let me not say that. All right. I want everybody to have a good night. Thank you all. I love you. And Tony Adway say ain't nothing you can do about it. And we up out of here, y'all. That's all I can tell you. We out of here. I ain't got nothing else. I ain't got nothing else to say. I'm lying. Y'all know I could talk to the cows come home. I could keep going. Good night. Good night. Good night.